game in the major playoffs, a match MOUZ choked. Let's be real with it. 9-3 Ancient. They lost it in overtime on the big stage. senzu had trouble, single-digit games across both maps. Ancient is our decider, and I certainly hope we get there, but MOUZ are going to have to earn it today against a red-hot MOUZ who beat everyone but Vitality. Can they add MOUZ back on the chopping block? She seems to think so. Quick split on this A side. MOUZ do make it up connector, relatively unscathed. It's senzu in middle, still keeping things interesting. Bomb planted.
Bomb has been planted.
Oh, wow. Techno's going to be feeling a little sour about that one. Spinx sitting back, waits to collect the freebie. And now the MOUZ lose that man advantage. This is still slow for MOUZ though, with 3 in at the spawn. 9-10 tries to whittle away at this pack roll that MOUZ are trying to bring through. Another kill found for Blitz. And MOUZ, that advantage they once possessed, now gets away from them. They're the ones on the clock. Spinx can't find his footing. And so the MOUZ will turn that one around.
Oh, it's a confident look for the MOUZ. The only way they lose that is if they play too passive, right? If they don't keep the pressure on in the post plant. As soon as that smoke comes down for MOUZ, it adds a layer of confusion. And MOUZ keep peeking and don't let Roland get on that bomb. Nice post plant position for senzu. Despite them taking a quick mid split to A, senzu staying in middle is the pincer. It is the backstab. And it gets MOUZ the pistol round. Want to see a big game from senzu today. He really can deliver, and I think, you know, we're not on the arena yet. That's definitely where the questions arise for the MOUZ, but here in a studio environment, in a seeding match, I've got a lot of faith in this team to be able to play at their best, because we've all seen it. When the MOUZ are hitting, they feel like one of the best teams in the world. They have some of the most talented players on a mechanical level. So this is no free win for MOUZ. Favorites or not, they're going to have to earn it.
Spinx will earn his. He'll more than earn his keep here. 2 from the ladder room. Spinx keeps on going. And the MOUZ B play gets chewed up by just 1 man. That is a lovely sequence out of Spinx. A little awkward for Torshi. And things could still get weird here. It's Techno 4K.
Oh, this is a crazy wraparound. How long till Broden considers this as a possibility? He's open right now, back turned. But this is such a long flank for Techno. Broden gets tucked in. Not in time. Oh no, the weapon switch. That is a disaster for Techno. Could have been a free kill. Big mistake. And a shutdown from Spinx in ladder puts MOUZ on the board early. Excellent sequence for Spinx. No utility to stop it. Just 3 dry fights. You get what you pay for.
I mean, Spinx has generated a lot of intrigue very early on in this series. That was a very clean sequence from him over on short. So we will be keeping a close eye on him. Obviously, you know, the whole conversation around MOUZ is they're undoubtedly a team at the top. The only squad they can't beat is that Vitality squad, his former team. So you want to see Spinx's level continue to rise. Jimmy getting overran, but there is Spinx from short, lending a helping hand. Torshi now moves in as well. These pistols might have found the opening. They've lost every fight past that point. Plant not found either. Mizzinho hops off that bomb, and that window on the bomb plant just might have closed. The Deagles reply quickly with 2. MOUZ thought they had this one in the bag. Xerxin goes swinging. And with only senzu left, they're both low, but he can't quite find the shot to make it happen.
I mean, I'm impressed MOUZ make it that close. 2 shots from around on the low MOUZ players, but no one really was able to take space in that B bomb site. They had a perfect play, got the entry, smoked off Spinx, but his nade slows the roll of MOUZ as that smoke dissipates. And sure, they get a guy on bench, but that's the furthest Mongols make it in that round. So no bomb plants, and not enough to keep the good times rolling. Mongols have to take the eco. The high-low setup in mid. Torshi can activate whenever he wants. Looks like a run boost, perhaps. Out they go. Torshi, it's a bit of a dribble. They'll just knock it off. And Zershan and Spinks come in to clean up. Not needed. 3-1 and 5 alive. MOUZ well in control of this game right now before Mongols hit their first fall by. Even in the studio right now, I can hear how much Torshi is communicating. His first AWP is in play. This guy is so vocal. I think MOUZ would struggle a lot without the things that Torshi adds to this team as a secondary caller.
No, it's crazy. He's a very complete player, isn't he? You'll hear him tracking, you know, he's always the guy tracking the money. Helps out in those mid-rounds. That's the guy he's helping, getting dealt with by Senzu. Brolin falls, the captain out of the round now, and Molly's raining in to make life hard for Exertion, but there's Torshi keeping his wits about him.
Where'd he come from?
He'll deal with that mid-lurk. 910 just tags in that Molotov as well. That's big info for MOUZ to work with. They know that he's pushing up towards jungle. Spinks had a chance to find him there on the smoke spam. But 910 remains elusive, and now Spinks is put in a position where he has to force the fight, has to make the play. Gonna go slow for now. That's because they're lending Exertion as much time as possible, but Senzu is holding this, and if Exertion falls right away, MOUZ, this whole retake was hinging on Exertion's flank. And that was the kill that stopped the retake in its tracks.
Feels like the smallest detail makes the biggest issue there for MOUZ in Jimpat's HE grenade. He throws it from short, he tries to break the con smoke, and it bounces back off the stairs and hits Spinks. If that breaks the con smoke, Spinks will kill 910, who's looking window from jungle. At that point, MOUZ are a man up. They have the close player cleared out. Instead, 910 able to wrap back through CT group with his team, and MOUZ have to wait out the smoke. So that's a really awkward misnade for Jimpat. Hard to say what would have happened past that point, but it certainly would have been a favored position for MOUZ. Mongols are loving these just contact plays right now. They walked out of Palace last time. They've got 3 B-apps with the bomb. It's not a commitment. Bomb's checking lower. And actually, Mongols cancel the plan, make a new plan. Back to spawn. Oh, great block. I mean, Mongols are not the kind of team that are going to be afraid of running through that. If they want to exec, they will. 910's going to stall out the smoke. Still faking some mid-presence here at the top is the in-game leader. Mongols, regardless, are ready to go.
Yeah, and that smoke on ramp has just faded, so window on this A play is now opened up to the Mongols. Final 30 seconds as they set their sights on playing through. Torshi tucked in, Brolin trying to take attention away from him. But Torshi is burning and living on borrowed time. Mizinho and Techno open up, play through the con smoke a little faster this time. As MOUZ bring the fight early, they don't want to leave this one to a post plant. They reclaim that 3-on-3, only for 910 to take it away on the AW.
Oh, careful.
Looking for a little bit more is 910. That's a lovely second shot. And Jimmy now in a world of hurt, 1v2, but strong post plants here for the Mongols, backed up in a spawn. And a reset on Mazzinho. Looks like 9-on.
They got shooters, Mongols. They have got shooters. They don't care. They will re-peek you every time. In the post plant, no less, with his teammate on 10 health. 9-10 nails the shot. When I saw Zershnik spamming triple, you just know that he's gone. He's done. Re-peek every step of the way with the orb. Lays down that Dragon Lore. 3 kills from 9-10, finds a third round for the Mongols and breaking MOUZ money in the process. This is going to be a back and forth game, it feels like. That's a great sign. Two very young teams on the cusp of greatness. Not quite yet grabbing it. Unable to secure many trophies.
Oh my god, this is getting wild.
Yeah.
Torshi with a tap out in the top mid, 9-10 dead. The USPs making this round far more threatening than it has any right to be. Now an AK picked up, Torshi, more spam found. Exertion on the fade. Oh, Mongols breathe a sigh of relief. That one gets a little uncomfortable. But in the end, they will retake that lead.
Another Torshi orb.
Back on the orb, and yeah, good spawn if you wanted to try and take an early fight here.
Might even be the reason he bought it with no Kevlar as well. He's been opting for the rifle. Oh, smooth into the ladder. Doesn't even bump his head. He's right in position. 9-10 tries to take him on.
Mad to think, but if Torshi had stayed on that line, he would have had 9-10 dead to rights.
Oh my god, are you ready for Mazzinho just walking out ramp? Roland is. Top of the stairs, staying active on this A site. Drops in for the AK and they re-clear positions. Torshi's patience might pay off anyway. Oh, barrel. He knows that's an orb. Should be no way he loses this. Oh, Senzu, high peak from Senzu. Yeah, it's still grabbed by Torshi. Off the angle, he goes back for more. He was asking for that. 3-on-4 now. Mongols going into 2.
Yeah, Spinks and Jimmy on this B hold. Can't afford to get nothing done. Jimmy with a slow start, but Spinks has not been struggling. Techno will struggle to make much of a move here. That molly might displace Jimmy out into the open. But they have that line teed up at the back of the site. They can just play off of one another. And yeah, great trade to contact here from MOUZ.
That was so well played for Jimmy and Spinks. Not just because Jimmy doesn't swing out short, which would be so tempting, just to, wide swing short. They both know there's an AWP there. At 9-10, he handed it off, and I think it was Blitz just holding down the line. Jimmy never swings. He never gives away the apps kill or the short kill. Spinks smokes him out, lets Jimmy go through the smoke to close the round, avoiding the molly damage. Everything about that was beautifully played for MOUZ on the B defense. No one going too far. Torshi may have re-peaked. MOUZ won't make that mistake twice. Back and forth we go. Money always going to be a factor in a game like this, especially with how back and forth it is. Yet see any clutches. And the key detail, the reason I'm bringing up money is because Mongols are a team that are extremely bullish with their investments in often a bad way, right? They've let themselves down. They've been eliminated from tournaments, from playoffs, off the back of buy 3 in a row against against 11-11 or 10-11 at these crucial times where you see a lot of teams fully eco and believe and play for overtime. Mongols are that team that will buy. Need to stay on top of their economy today.
I think the money conversation's a big one as well, with how influential these AWPs have been in the early stages of this game, right? 9-10 and Torshi both finding a lot of impact, so you want them with their best guns. Spinks on this AK. Well, he's got his. 2 quick kills from short. Jimmy, that is an awkward whiff, and that's given open control of this B site to the Mongols. They've moved in. Brolin misses both of these timings as well. It's very awkward. Eventually going to collect one of them. But that bomb slinks out of there on the back of 9-10. With Techno holding down jungle, they feel like they've got room to work with here. Rotates are going to be tricky for MOUZ. The one angle open is the CT wrap that Torshi embarks upon.
Got to know about Techno's position here. You can't walk through that murder hole. Group with your teammate and play together. It's MOUZ's best bet. Okay. The jump to Balk with the flash.
Bomb's planted for Techno, but he's got to get a gun. The cat jump is real smooth. Nice moves to get himself here. Give himself a fighting chance in the clutch. Techno does have armor to work with as well, so not going to be getting aim punched back here in the connector. But awkward there. Drawn out the spam from the first tap.
Shame the 9-10 jumped up there. Like, he's going for the kill. He's hoping that flash will set him up for it. But if he tucks in, it gives Techno the option to play alongside his teammate. Instead, just forces Techno into a really difficult clutch. With a smoke from MOUZ, it's almost no way to win that. Now it's just a hero AK on the Mongols. This is fine. Will cost them later, but believing in Senzu's impact, he's playing trade out lower. And MOUZ hear that molly burn down lower as well. Anchors have to stay super aware in this game, as we've already seen. Even when Mongols are playing 3 middle, they're popping out bomb sites with 2 guys with the bomb. Just did it on B, done it on Palace. You can never really let your sights off the site. Cool boost, but MOUZ are playing active. And in the blink of an eye, all the hope is gone in this round. Oh.
Okay.
Sure.
Looked like timing was going to get the better of him, and now Mazinho on the board. The ball gets rolling for the Mongols. That's an AWP as well.
Oh, no.
That gives him a real bit of firepower in these long sight lines. Jimmy trying to make the play to save the round, but he's missed his timing.
He's heard it.
They know it's the A play, sure, but I feel like you could have expected that anyway. Mazinho still in this powerful position on the AWP. Gonna catch Exertion back in the spawn. And now it's just Jimmy. Knows about that AWP, knows about the rotate from Blitz, but knowing won't save him. Mazinho, one hell of a round alongside his captain. They'll turn around that 2v4 and tie us up again. That's a low econ round for the Mongols coming through. No reason for them to have won it, but they carved their own path here. Great stuff from Mazinho, great awareness, right? Once he finds that kill on a Torshi, how powerful his position is. MOUZ realized it too.
Can't believe they've pulled that out of nowhere. Can't get comfortable even on these anti-ecos with aim like this. And now it's MOUZ scrapping for money. One of their 2 M4s out in lower and gone. A dink for Torshi, not enough. Mongols freeze with this advantage. They've got full mid control. Don't know if Spinks would have heard that pull back. Either way, he's not going to make a move. There's no kit here, so this is a round reliant on a single MOUZ player having a huge moment. Might have to be that captain, but he is leaving the A site right now. The call is coming in. A looks clear from Exertion, but Mazinho still sits on the ramp. Mongols are crawling up connector. There is no info to work with. They've even done top con smoke. They're flashing through it. This flank is going to be just a little bit too late. Even if you catch Blitz here, you can't stop that package.
Yeah, MOUZ has to try and best guess in this round with the info that Exertion was collecting. They believe in their read of this situation, and that left them high and dry away from this A site. The Mongols move in. And MOUZ are just out of position here to even give this one a go. Exertion collecting his down in the connector. But nothing else should come from the back of this for MOUZ. They'll be saving on Spinks and Jimmy.
Really nice pack play for the Mongols in this round. They know that MOUZ don't have a lot of money, a lot of weaponry, and especially not a lot of utility. So they just play to trade out in the man advantage. They clear lower. They go back to take top middle together, and then they just walk up con as three players side by side. So trade potential, even though they don't really run into MOUZ until the post plant. If they did, it would have probably still ended the same. Mongols with 6 rounds on the T side. Looking like a really good half here. Looking like a really good game. Cyclone on the mic trying to make this last round work. His first time out called. So far been going to plan for MOUZ. I don't think they're too disappointed, even if it goes 7-5 up. I think this is a series that we're going to see strong T-sides on. That was the case last time around as well. We saw this game at the Major.
I mean, this first half has showcased, you know, what those bullish purchases from the Mongols look like when they work as well, right?
Yeah,
like
true.
Being able to kind of carve out this little streak down the tail end of this first half. Came through on that low by 2v4. Now they convert, and that leaves MOUZ on a broken bye here in round 12. So a chance for the Mongols to win out the half. A good one at that. 4-man ace stack for the MOUZ squad. They lean heavy on this side of the map early. At bare minimum, they've had a few consistent fights here. You've fairly commonly seen Mizinho roaming through the palace.
So honestly, a pretty good buy for MOUZ by virtue of the save. They essentially get back-to-back. More than a half buy, less than a full buy. Oh my god, Exertion. That's, you know, with an MP9, maybe. The FAMAS. Barely dense blitz. Scout might find a leg shot here, but 9-10 hears that one rally off. And avoids death. Mongols. They've got options open. Palace and B-Apps. That will set their sights on this B hit. Up short goes the bomb. Techno with a massive entry.
Jimmy's been getting destroyed in this game. I mean, add that one to the tally. A wild shot from Techno as he tries to bring the Mongols into this B play. The bomb now moving in through the apartments, hoping to link up with him here. But there is this double hold. Torshi and Exertion. Exertion's very, very low. Gonna struggle to get away with too much. Torshi dead next, and those remaining two both get brushed aside with ease.
Yeah.
It's just the captain, and Brolin is so far out of this round. He doesn't even really have time. That's before you take into account the positioning of the Mongols here. They're looking to have won things out on their T side. And that's all thanks, thinking back to that 2v4 out of Mizinho and Blitz. It's left him in a great spot here heading into that second half. As Brolin falls, set of MOUZ in that half. It is the Mongols winning it out 7-5 to open up this series. very back and forth game to open up here. The Mongols and MOUZ rages on. Right now, the Mongols up in the lead. MOUZ left trailing a little behind. But they now move on to their T side in that first half. Torshi and Spinks very much the two to keep an eye on for MOUZ. Jimmy having a bit of a rough start. Gonna have to see if he can course correct and turn this one around. Had some very unfortunate kills found against him. Ones where you felt a little bad for Jimmy.
Yeah. Oh no, Julie's on the boost. It's a quick boost. MOUZ can't know, and there might even be a jump spot to set him up. This is going to be a painful round for MOUZ if all goes to plan for the Mongols. Flash set up. Senzu gets the spot. Flash drop quite early here, but it's still going to work. No one's close enough. That's the awkward fact. Techno spraying away. I would have liked that. A couple seconds later to really maximize damage. Instead, MOUZ just spread out on this site. They get every kill. They get all the glory. They get the pistol without a blemish.
Bomb has been planted.
Oh. Spinks with the impact today. He's won a couple of key rounds for MOUZ. 13 and 7. Got that 3K on the force buy that started MOUZ's streak on the CT side. And Mongols take the full eco. Ready for this game to close up.
I feel like that's kind of been Spinks all over this this game so far. He's like the Beyblade of MOUZ. You just charge him up, let him go, and once he finds the first, there's no stopping him. He just keeps rolling.
Yeah.
You know, he hasn't really had any of these 1K rounds. He's always multi-killing, or he's just kind of chilling out. Let's see. Another multi for Spinks, perhaps. It's just USPs. Chance for him to pad those stats.
Oh, if he threw it short, it would have been monumental. But actually, they depart middle as the smokes come down. So Xerxion's about to get all the info. And maybe all the glory. Might need some help here.
Spinks is coming back. Daddy Spinks here to get the kills he was promised earlier. Oh, God. Nice.
He got the Galil. He doesn't want to give them an AK. 2 will do. Broden can start running. And he's got to plant.
Bomb has been planted.
Shouldn't get more, but never stopped Senzu. Decent anti-eco for MOUZ. They keep the rifles. No AWP is the call, but Senzu has bought an AWP. And I can't really blame them for not being ready for this. He's glass. And he's certainly not the primary AWPer, but he's going to give it a shot. We often see Senzu AWPing on the B apartments on this map. Oh, he threw a decoy with the AWP, sold the AWP border rifle. Love that. He's in your head now. You hear that AWP boom, you're getting a little bit scared.
Surely it feels bait as hell, though,
yeah,
right?
but people do use decoys a lot to force kills. Like, it adds an element of uncertainty. You know, maybe you don't believe it. Maybe you do.
What about an elephant of uncertainty? Is the elephant of uncertainty in the room with them right now? Jimmy seems to think so. Going to deal with Techno on the push.
Cool idea, nading the
Yeah,
smoke.
little nade pop play.
Of course, Jimmy's ready for it.
You say that. I think it's very reassuring that Jimmy gets that kill. He's been having a bit of a strugglesome time thus far.
Sure.
So to be ready for a little pop like that was good awareness for Jimmy P.
Xerxion in a great position if he can remain here for this A split. Well, he's just missed the underdrop, but it's not going to do many favors for Mongols. They clean out a position at least. They can rotate that B player soon, but Xerxion has a feeling. 3 Palace. Yeah, you need the contact con. Brolin playing second fiddle, does catch his kill. There's the explosion, 9-10 core in the open, nothing he can do. And not another 2v4, surely. The flank timing is great, but it's being considered.
Senzu still attempting this, but the round is so far gone.
Wow.
Feels like MOUZ are considering every available option right now. So ready for that flank. Spinks getting there on a perfect timing.
I do wonder if Exertion heard Blitz go under or if he just checked it, because that's why Blitz has great timing on the flank, but Spinks is ready for him. Could just be great awareness. They have a 4v2. They have the manpower to go back and check it, but MOUZ with a very impressive first gun round. Okay, into the stack. And they won't know. Oh, saw something. Oh, they're about to know.
I think when you see someone like Exertion got a whiff of something there on default, I feel like you have to expect that to be the boost. Weird position to be playing otherwise, and so at that point you feel like you should be able to read into this stack, and that's why we see him up and leave now. Try to get away from Techno, who is a little scary with that AK peppering them up. Now, a long time ago, Blitz pushed ramp, and he stayed there all round long.
Wow.
Playing his hand now very late in the round, but one kill on a Brolin, no small feat. It leaves just Torshi in the site alone. Jimmy still a long way from being able to help him, so Torshi has to win these fights, and he does. On for the ace. That is madness. That was a huge chance for the Mongols. They had the bomb on an island all alone. No support from Jimmy P for Torshi. And he just one-man armies all of the Mongols.
That's an AWPer. Could barely tell.
I'm hearing him.
This insane cackle.
That was a mad sequence out of Torshi.
Yeah.
Low ammo and everything on the final kill. So Torshi bails MOUZ out in a very big way. They nearly fall down by walking into the stack. They nearly get caught rotating in with the bomb. But thankfully they've got Torshi in their ranks. A very safe pair of hands indeed. Like 3 bullets here.
Ooh,
and if he dies, that's it. Like, well, it's not it, but Jimmy's not on the site with the bomb, stuck in mid and having to get past Techno and a CT player.
Miss jump up. Oh,
it's awkward,
forcing.
yeah. Still trying to commit to that fight after missing the jump as well.
Oh my god, in the molly, down to just 10 health. And the rifle's still fighting. This feels so forced for the Mongols. Good save for Blitz, but he's surely not ready for Brolin in the same position. 2 players crept into Con. This is a weird, awkward start to the round for the Mongols. And that was MOUZ about to hit B, but cancelled. They saw the numbers. There were 3 there. So the Mongols are spread out now, and MOUZ will do the same, regrouping back on A with Brolin in the connector. And we call for Mazinho to save the day. He is all that stands between MOUZ and a 10th round. This would be 5 in a row. Mazinho with a dink. How does that not get converted? That looked dead on. But Jimpact, high impact kill.
That's it. Desk slam type death, isn't it, right? You land the dink, you're in the swing position for the round.
Yeah, dude, the force at B, like, missing the boost, going back up, peeking, missing the shot, re-peeking, jumping back up on the van. I think it's because they realized how much they're dedicating to B with 3 players starting there early. They feel like they have to make the play.
Well, yeah, exactly, right? You centered your whole round around that opening, right? Everything else in the round was built around doing it, and so 9-10 felt like he had to.
And MOUZ are about to come B anyway. That's the saddest part, but Guns looking like they're going to get saved. Something for the Mongols, as MOUZ have yet to drop around on this T side.
And, you know, I think it's even more frustrating just because of where we are in the game, right? MOUZ have only found success since getting onto the T side. They haven't dropped a round yet. You're hemorrhaging rounds if you're the Mongols. This lead that you had, the fact that you won out the first half 7-5, none of that's starting to matter, and it's all slipping away from you. Your money is in that horrible position on the CT side, and so your playbook at this point in time is feeling like it shrunk down massively. Then you fumble your round opener in, you know, one of the few gun rounds you have left in the game. That's brutal.
Running out of road here are the Mongols.
And that, like, you know, that only adds to the stress. It's like, great, the one set play we tried hamstrung the entire round. And it doesn't get easier as the game goes on. Mongols have to break through. They're starting to run out of time. Loss here, and pending saves, you won't see him buying till the 12th round is on the board for MOUZ.
Well, so you think.
Yeah, true.
Could never be too sure. A pop. Got the smoke molly combo on the fly. Messino again, the same situation, a dink, and he doesn't finish it. He tried to transfer back and forth. He still didn't even finish off Jimmy. And in the blink of an eye, a 5v2 ensues.
MOUZ should hunt as well, right?
Yeah.
Hang around for a moment, see if like, Techno just offers something up here, but you should be looking to remove these guns, and you're not content with just one of them. You want both weapons gone.
Such a basic set play, and I like that MOUZ have been avoiding set plays on this T side. They've been playing pretty default, taking map control, getting mid from under, doing con splits, and then as soon as they feel like they're in control of this game and they've won every round and Mongols have the buy to save their whole map, MOUZ just do a pop. It's brutal. They find 5 kills, they lose 1 guy. And again, an awkward whiff for young Mazzino. Puts Mongols down. Off to the A4, I think, with him.
Dude, everything about this is feeling really brutal, like, and you can feel the frustration for Mongols. Like, even the fact Techno was still hanging around there, you see that Mazzino is getting visibly frustrated because that's 2 rounds in a row now. He's landed the dink, he's done the hard part, but he can't get the killing blow. Techno hangs around and dies when, if he committed to the save, 2 guys saving, maybe you can bodyguard. Even 1 gun here would have facilitated a full buy for the Mongols. Instead, they're working with serious limitations. 910 and Senzu both find success. That AWP getting whittled down, but there's the support. Senzu, helping hand. Only going to keep 910 alive a little longer before the nades find him, but still, this has worked out well for the Mongols as they desperately try to cling on.
Yeah, Senzu needs to quit it right now. He's got 2 teammates pushing so far forward, and he still gets a 3rd kill. Up in the ladder room, finding Spinks out from lower, and they know Torshi was at top mid AWP. Both Mongol site players have pushed the perimeter, and Torshi, this map is closing on him like a box. He doesn't know. That goes both ways. Mazzino's missed this timing. Techno's in a great position. I don't know if Torshi's checking it. Oh, he did! He did! Last second flick. This is a little concerning. 18 kills on Torshi. He's looking for 20 to wrap up to 12 rounds. Mongols, do they play alone? Do they take the risk? Or can they wait to group up here in this 2v1? Torshi's trying to find a free kill. He gets caught down to 1 health. Don't count him out, but Senzu will. Mongols finally find a round on the CT side. It takes 4 kills from Senzu in middle.
Thank God they were able to close that one out, because that was 99 damage put forth from Mazzino again.
Oh no! Oh, the humanity.
I mean, he's been getting closer and closer to the kill in every one of them. So in theory, he should only be killing from here on out.
High damage player, just, you know, not getting the assists even. Cheeky play, dropping the AWP under 2 under, cat fight. Mongols puts numbers in middle. They showcase their individual talent. But MOUZ, you'd expect them to slow it down now.
Yeah, I was going to say, that was like a far looser look from MOUZ, right? It kind of felt like they just wanted to fight for the mid control, essentially. That was the opener of your round. And Senzu had a great individual moment of brilliance there to set MONGOLZ apart.
A lot of teams doing this right now, just top mid smoking, breaking it for the AWPer. But the AWP is nowhere to be seen. It's over on stairs. MOUZ making no secret about this under control, but they bail. Techno also having trouble in this second half. Akin to Jimpat on this B-bomb site. Maybe this could be the change. He's got a very strong position here, especially with this jump. Senzu setting him up. MOUZ tried to elicit a reaction, but they're getting nothing. The onus is on them to make the move. Mid retake utility, 2 players coming in, and just a classic MOUZ A split.
MONGOLZ are going to be largely in the dark as well. I'll have to play reactive here, but that's a big pickup for Mazinho.
Oh, what a shot.
Equally huge for Spinks. Getting past 9-10 up close on the ramp. Here comes the rest of MOUZ. Batten down the hatches, MONGOLZ, because they're here. Knocking down that front door. It's Spinks on the opening. Plant found at 2 versus 4. The MONGOLZ both grouped over towards the spawn. But not even they can justify giving this one a look in. Spinks goes fishing. Wants to try and remove this saving M4 on Senzu. But he roots well, and so we'll get out with this gun, but MONGOLZ now, they're going to need 4 in a row. MOUZ have got 4 chances to close out this map. This is the MONGOLZ map pick. Nuke up next. And a scary-looking MOUZ on Mirage to open up. You said you thought this would be a very T-sided game, much like the last time these squads faced off, and it's certainly delivered on that front.
2 people with a lot of credit this game. You know, Brolin, I think these T calls have been really, really good. Knowing when to change the pace. I'm sure Cyclone's had a good bit of input in that as well, but also Jimpat. He had a horrible first half. He's had 4 kills in the second half. 3 of those kills are round defining. He gets the 2 on Mazinho where he gets dinked.
Yeah.
Kills him both times on the A pop at Ramp and Palace. And this round as well kills Blitz. The first domino to fall on the A site. Then they flash over jungle. They chase down the con player. It's just the first entry on A. 3 rounds on this round on this T side has come from Jimpat.
One additional note there as well, because we cut off of it right at the end, but Torshi actually wallbanged Senzu while he was saving. And so they didn't even get the M4 out of the round, so the buy is that much worse as a result.
Oof. Where'd he wallbang him?
Through a murder hole.
Oh, damn.
Exertion tries to run it in B, but he's got the full weight of MOUZ in behind him. And they're hitting hard. Senzu backing off. Desperate just to stay alive.
Nice.
Buy a bit more time. His teammates are still a long way away.
Oh.
Senzu is operating entirely alone.
How?
Pistol pulled. A lot of damage done for Senzu.
Worth.
Done his part in the round, sure. It's down to the rest of the MONGOLZ now to finish what he started. Brolin down low. Torshi trying to make some moves, but that will leave Brolin in the site alone. Left to fend for himself, and he can't hold on. Senzu working miracles in that B defense. 2.5 kills from him. So the MONGOLZ get to stay alive that much longer.
Sigh of relief. MOUZ's faster rounds haven't looked too good. Done an A pop that failed, a B pop that failed. Their mid takes are nice. But I think they had the room to make that call happen. 4-round lead.
This is the
4
thing
match
that's
points,
been
just going
kind of
for a B pop, and now they get to slow it down again after the Cyclone timeout. It's actually a MONGOLZ timeout. But
I think this is the scary part, right? You're dead on. Last time they played a slightly looser round and the MONGOLZ picked it up, they instantly course corrected and tightened ship in the next.
And MOUZ don't do that play when they have no money in the reserves. They do it when they, you know, have the room to lose that round and then still buy full next and go, okay, you know, let's chill now. It doesn't cost them anything. But MONGOLZ, hey, win this round and we're looking at 24. Spinks, 23 and 11, has just had an incredible game. Delivering rounds on CT side solo. And being a nuisance in middle in this half as well. He's done a lot of damage on that B player. And Brolin's in ladder. Meanwhile, Bomb Palace. MOUZ are all over the shop. They hear that scope.
I mean, I really hope that Spinks can keep this form up. It would be sick having him head into playoffs in this form, especially, you know, if this continues and MOUZ were to win, and if it comes from a huge Spinks MVP-like performance, well, then on the other side of the bracket, if that all pans out the way that you're expecting, that would be Vitality and MOUZ in semis on other sides of the bracket.
Oh, well, a MOUZ Vitality final, are you prophesizing, Harry? We haven't seen that before.
Could happen. 9-10.
Oh, yeah.
Dead to Jimmy. Another one of these key openings.
Brolin.
They've hopped over Senzu. It's a crying shame because Senzu's been like the one real difference maker, shining through on a consistent basis for the Mongols in this game. But no love for him there. MOUZ run away with Mirage. That's the map pick of the Mongols falling in their favor. Getting ready to head to Nuke next. MOUZ are eyeing up that 2-0 and a spot in the semis if they can pick up their map.
Or semis, Mongols at least are in the playoffs. Let's see if they can show up to this one and take us all the way to Ancient, try and get that rematch from the major, a map they want to have back after a 9-3 choke in Shanghai. Fast out ramp here. Oh my god,
Mazzino's hanging around. That's mad. Broken out of there.
His timing's off.
Senzu also pushed back, but
okay.
They'll live to regret going into the maws of Senzu. Blitz and Mazzino hold down lower. It's only Brolin left. 1v5 for the MOUZ captain, and not for long. He'll fall as well. Mongols start this one off strong.
That's a kind of round that's just justified by the outcome, right? Like if MOUZ get away with that hell kill, it gives them so many options. They can fake B, they can come back up if they see the stack, but Senzu getting 2 frags there makes MOUZ look silly, and it forces him into B. And the reason that's bad is MOUZ did a vent molly to stop the rotate. Blitz tanked it. He ran through vent, took 50 damage, and got the first kill on the lower site. Worth it, I'd say. Mongols with a clean pistol.
Damn. That was some nice movement from Brolin.
Hit a hop. A headshot.
Brolin just started scripting.
It's sad that we talked about movement last night. It's sad that, well, you know, that's the bar for good movement in CS2. They massacred my boy. Can't hit B-hops anymore. Skill jumps don't exist. Anyone can get on silo. Back in my day.
Have you played Cash? There's a semblance of a skill jump.
They made it easier.
Yeah,
that's
it's
fine.
way easier.
That's fine. You know, whatever. Or just the engine. MOUZ fall by here. The Mongols keen to make a play with the ramp push. Ooh. Love that break to land on the second smoke for Blitz. Instead, spam on timing. Oh, threw into Garage and Blitz gets blitzed. 10 trying to hold on, and he gets a double as well. We got an even field right now. 3 on 3. White swing.
Exertion's feeling it. You can just see it. Techno, best way to deal with Exertion right now. Shoot him in the back. Catch him by surprise. That's a lovely sequence. Ooh, you can just tell when Exertion switched on. We might have a real game on our hands. Put forth from Exertion.
Oh,
bomb plant in at lower. They've got it. And as they try to scramble, the rotates down. Jimmy in position to cut down these maneuvering CTs. It's just Techno dropping in a lower. Knows right now he's got a 1v1 on his plate, but Still, Torshi can just play the clock on this, right? Harass with the door. Techno whittled down on that spam.
No way.
Oh, he's hoping, he's praying, it might work.
No.
Torshi missed the spam, but Jimmy there to bail them out. Thank goodness for Jimmy P.
That was way too close, wasn't it? It's painful round to lose, considering Torshi missed the angle, but MOUZ do convert on their 2v1. Jimmy looking hard to hit there in the back of the lobby. Just crouch, uncrouch, crouch, uncrouch. A nice sequence from Xertion. Mongols barely have incendiaries to stop a rush. Only just got a fall by here. Gonna see this wall most rounds for MOUZ. Oh, they're doing the Apex. Oh, walks through the smoke. He gets lost in it. Didn't go through main. You know who does? Xertion. Goes about the same way. Spinks with an entry. They got to rely on a 3v5 in that top site, but Mongols have given it up.
Kind of sick that Techno was able to get out of harm's way by ducking down the vent. He'll be able to play into this retake now as a result. Linking back up with 9-10 over in main. Spinks holds on to this though. Commanding first shot, needs a follow-up and wasn't ready for that wraparound out of Techno 4K. Just Jimmy. 1 versus 3, but low HP on Techno who faces first. There is this backstab, so Jimmy's on a timer and Mazzinho's going to deal with him cleanly. It's a calm way to play that 3v1 out, especially when Techno falls, right? You get a little apprehensive for a moment. Mazzinho handles himself well, conducts himself well on that wrap back in through the lobby.
I like the double layered lurk through the main smoke, but Brolin was going all the way, it felt like. I don't know if he got stuck.
Yeah, it looked like Xertion also got a little lost in that smoke as he came through. You could see on the player cams he looked just a little confused. It wasn't really looking at anything on the walk in through main.
It can be hard. As far as the 3v5, MOUZ make it interesting, but immediately get broken back onto this half buy with a pistol on 4, the hero AK. Spinks believing in his ability to win the round. And I don't blame him after that last map. Played out of his mind. 24 and 11, 117 ADR for Spinks on Mirage. Eclipsed everyone in the server. This position, it's so quiet outside, you wonder if they check this. 9-10 gets his freebie, sees Spinks as well. Gonna try and get weird with it. Wasting his time. Spinks needs this kill to even get out of this position, and what a shot. Perfect read. He was pulling back. Spinks even sees that main player. 4 shots. He's got to reload. 3-on-3 here. The bomb going heaven, and somehow Xertion wins that fight onto Blitz. Now they can go ramp to B and meet up with that lurker. Spinks has still found another kill. I don't know how he's done this on his own. Round the world to hell. Down ramp to B. Bomb planted. And Senzu should save. Just by nature of having no kits, there are so many positions MOUZ could be in. They don't have to fight him. He's going to get his time wasted.
It has been sick getting to watch Spinks play here in Melbourne. Having a very, very good tournament. The highest ranked non-Vitality player in the tournament. Currently the 4th best rated.
Wow.
Now that is mad, because you'll note then there's 3 up above him. Do you know who currently the best player is, Hugo?
The best player in the event.
It's Robs.
Okay, makes sense. Zywoo right behind him, or?
No, actually Flames, who's
Flames
playing phenomenally
Zywoo.
well. But yeah, it's Spinks' replacement in the Vitality squad that's topping the charts here in Melbourne. Spinks hoping to give him a run for his money.
I'm glad we had that last final where at least it was super competitive. They got 13-0, but then they won 2 maps and they made it really, really close. We know if we get that rematch again, it's bound to be an exciting one. MOUZ getting closer every single time to the top dogs. Oh. Okay, finally MONGOLz actually stopped them outside. MOUZ have had so much space here. This time they cross with the smokes. First time we've seen a full commit down lower at a minute. Mazino's aware, but going further, putting him in a headshot angle is just what MOUZ want. They avoid him for now. What's the goal here for MOUZ? Are they just going to flood out single door? 2 in the bomb site. MONGOLz. Blitz is not going to get into position in time. He's caught in the open. Good clear. Mazino could pounce, but there's so many players, so many guns and bullets in heads. Should find MOUZ a 3rd round. Vent flank is the only hope. Bit of timing here for Techno, but he's only got a pistol. Oh, flashed out.
Oh, bro, Jimmy. Oh. Should be fine.
Get out of there.
Techno will take an AK upgrade, though.
It's a good save, but MOUZ is still building on this T side. I like that with how much assault they've done, yard to wrapping garage, doing a main split, in the first buy going round at hell. They just finally take the smokes and play standard down secret. MONGOLz have to keep so many eyes outside late in the round. Not really in position to retake.
Oh, scout facing. 9-10 offered up, but there's Senzu keeping up that form from the start. Only good for the double, does his part in the round, but that was the big ticket item now removed over in ramp. Techno's M4 still adorns his top sight, but is running the risk of getting pressured right now. He's going to try and play through the door. That's a hell of a reaction out of Techno, but Spinks was ready to trade that. 2v2 locked in, plant found. There is this gun over at ramp as well. I feel like might be best for Mazino just to go and grab that. He's going to float around, see if anything can be picked up here in the 2v2. It's still a good position. Definitely worth fishing in, but Spinks will put a stop to this retake. This time, Jimmy able to get past the pistols as well. As MOUZ move into the lead, the first time out coming through from the MONGOLz.
Some awkward moments in there, really, for everyone. Brolin knife out after his kill. Techno with a gun swap in door. Not expecting quick trades. MONGOLz stoic. And MOUZ seem pretty relaxed. I want to see if MONGOLz go back to making plays. This outside control has proved to be a bit of a problem. MOUZ have had it whenever they like. instant smokes again. Insertion crosses quick towards red. Let's just hoping for a chance shot, not going to connect.
I feel like 9-10's getting cleared.
Yeah. Ooh, lucky.
Oh. Gonna catch exertion on that running out in the yard, but Spinks was hoping to turn the tide. Just the one and done. Oh, Jimmy's crept out past Senzu.
Snuck under.
Jimmy's made it all the way out of the open. Senzu can't pick it up. Jimmy with the turnaround. Threading the needle on the door play. Torshi nails 9-10, and that bomb in the yard is not a problem. They lay down a carpet of fire up in the heavens that Mazzinho is going to have to try and walk through if he wants to stand a chance at the 1v3 now emerging from the heavens. Sees if anything was given over early, but MOUZ have got no reason to fight him here.
I just feel bad for the Mongols there. I actually think that starts pretty well. 9-10 hit some nice trades outside onto Blitz, but it's under Senzu's eyes. Jimmy sneaks. I think it's only because he crouches. We saw that POV of the smoke, had a bit of a trail to it. I think if Jimmy stands up, he'd get seen there. He kills the backside player
I'm really
and
wondering
turns
if it
around.
was the timing, bro. It feels like it had to be. That gap was so big.
I mean, it was maybe both, but I still think if he stood up, he would have been seen right towards the end.
I mean, a round like that for Jimmy feels like a big deal as well. You know, you set it back on Mirage. In spite of his small stat line, he was still finding big impact in the second half. His kills always having consequences. Here, though, it's been a far better start to Nuke. Outside of that one whiff on a
he's holding the whole time.
P250, that is mad. I don't know how he did this.
It's just crouched under. That smoke just bloomed really well for him. That's just unlucky.
Jimmy is the baby shark. He is the small fin.
Well, that's a rough way to lose another gun round here for the Mongols. Starting to swell out of control. Should be 6-3. We have a moment of heroics from anyone. Missed main smoke, but no one in position to punish. They replenish. Full control. Just waiting for the kills. And they're going to get him. Fight's coming in. Good grenade. Another swing. But that's a clear from Jimmy, which provides a path for that A site. They don't know Mazzinho's here yet. He's rooted pretty well, actually.
Yeah, he's actually ended up in a really good position. Oh, not that good, though. Torshi
goes back to check that. Dude, MOUZ just looks so comfortable.
Thoughts on the Brolin gamer glasses?
Oh, no thoughts, really. Nice glasses.
I'm guessing they are. They look like they have a tint.
Yeah, yeah.
Damn, we can go so close up on Brolin.
A little bit of orange in there. MOUZ is so comfortable in these slow mid-rounds when the map is quiet and they have full control outside, and Mongols want info so desperately. But I wouldn't even say that Mongols are overplaying these situations or forcing unfair engagements. They've actually been pretty passive in this game. And sure, at times that's let them down, right? Like not having info, and then MOUZ get down secret with 4 players and hit some good timings, but this is such an important gun round if the Mongols want to stay in this map right now. Otherwise, we could see a very dominant game here to put MOUZ in the semi-finals of Melbourne. Ten's Orb wasting away in secret as MOUZ wrap around the world yet again. Ooh.
Double up for Senzu.
Whoa.
There's support from his captain. Finally, this outside hold comes together beautifully for the Mongols. They get those trades of contact they've been hoping for. And so it's just exertion now in a world of hurt. The outside control lost. He is fully surrounded.
Don't even know how that dies so quickly. It just went from 5-on-5 to 1-on-5 in a second.
That's always the tricky part when those yard smokes are gone. There are a lot of crossfires. As their attention got peeled back towards main to try and deal with Senzu, that's when Blitz moves in a position. Exertion should fall here with the Mazzinho flank. Oh, Mazzinho. He thought about it. You all saw him thinking about it.
He wanted it, but...
I mean, it's very reassuring for the Mongols that they finally been able to get a bit of a leash on MOUZ out in the yard. Sure, it's only one round, but you've been getting dominated in this portion of the map up until now. I feel like if you're the Mongols, you're hoping that that spooks MOUZ out of going towards the yard for a moment, quite as heavy as they have in these rounds gone by. You would love just a moment of reprieve if you're the Mongols. This was this sequence between Senzu and Blitz.
Oh, did they miss the main smoke again? They should know about that when they're dropping. Like, you see it. It's pretty clear when you miss it, but... Okay, that's a bit of a mistake for MOUZ. The results are catastrophic by the end, and Mongols have been given a shot here to split the half still.
Yeah, if you're MOUZ, you don't feel like a missed smoke has just brought back this entire game for the Mongols, right? Suddenly, they could now look to split the half. That round finishes cleanly as well, so MOUZ, it's not like they're going to have a clean break on the Mongols' money, even if they win this. This now becomes more of a grind for MOUZ on the T side. They really have to strap their heads on. Go back to something a little slower out in the yard. Still working this control, sure, but it's more about setting up exertion as the guy to worry about outside. Everyone else floating back towards the lobby and T roof.
Just feels like an A split.
Might be that double lurk again, right? Out of Brolin and exertion. You've seen MOUZ try and run this one a couple of times. Blitz is in a position to try and deal with this, but MOUZ should be cognizant of back garage.
It's a fake, they're going ramp.
910 Zorp hasn't moved a muscle, and he doesn't fall for the bait either. Two players trying to draw shots out of 910. Molly's missed its mark. He has room to work with here. 910 offering up resistance. This little pocket of hope at the back of ramp that 910 is keeping alive. They still can't find him, still can't deal with him. Combat AWPing now required for 910, and he's gonna hit it. It's up close and maybe starting to feel personal. Jimmy with the reply. But bomb still dropped, 15 seconds left. As he goes sprinting out to the orange box to try and grab it. Would have to get down lower in an instant, and only just getting that bomb now. There's no winning this for MOUZ. 910 keeps it alive long enough from ramp.
I wonder if he knifed out to B, maybe, but yeah, there was a player already in sight. Oh, he survived with the AWP. Probably too close to cut it here for MOUZ. Unfortunate way for the round to fall with that hunt. And great play for 910, who, like you said, didn't fall for the bait. The two players jumping across, he knows what that means. There's an AWP about to crouch peek. He smashes that shot. MOUZ do miss the Molotov, though. That kills them, right? They hit that molly, very different round. Sure, it's still going to get smoked out, but MOUZ could just avoid 910.
It just applies a lot more pressure, and he probably doesn't get the smoke down off to the left and give himself all that extra room. Here's a change of pace. Exertion trying to drop in main fast.
Oh, dear.
Blitz makes them reconsider.
Oh, he just got wallbanged with the AWP. Oh, yeah, these last couple of rounds have got a bit hairy here for MOUZ. It's going to explode on ramp. Mazzinho hanging around. This is a risky play. He's got to pay off with a kill. One's fine. Two would be great. Still, Mongols sit a man up. Blitz has not seen his shadow yet. Spinks. Oh, it pays off. 3 on 3. 910 knows he has a lurker trapped outside. Can he find the kill? Yes. Ramp conceded. 910 reads it.
He's switched on a lot. 9-10 keeping his wits about him, but he will miss this timing on the heaven climb up. Jimmy right now is the only player spotted as well. 9-10 closing the gap for the backstab right up behind them. Deagle delivers, and there's the killing blow. 9-10 in great form, reigniting as we head into this second half. There might still be hope yet for the Mongols.
Get okay.
Yeah,
Also,
I heard
vent.
vent. Maybe heaven.
I smoke man, old vent.
Yeah, we're good.
Holding it.
Care heaven
I'm
now.
holding vent only. I'm holding only vent, Lotan. Care heaven.
I don't see heaven.
You have double mid.
I'm going to clear lobby, Jimmy.
Yeah, do it. I'm just
Only heaven
Vent
for me. For time.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay. Ready
The
that.
radio.
Oh, no.
Nice. I'm just holding main, Lotan, actively. You can play
Yeah.
bomb.
Maybe out
I'm
heaven.
not picking.
Yeah, go inside door.
Nice, boys! Nice attack.
Good job, guys. Keep
Nice
up the
MC, do that.
communication, guys.
Nice.
Good job. MOUZ were in pole position. They were ready to run away with Nuke, but thanks to the heroics of 9-10 down the stretch, the Mongols have been able to tie up this game at 6-all.
Still going to be an uphill battle for sure for the Mongols, but they've given themselves the opportunity to take this to 3. Double ramp, Julies, Jimpat, everyone here. Mongols going to run out. Jimpat nails a shot. There's a support from Hell, but not much from it. Brolin has to give it up. Jimmy's in that B-bomb site. Lurker outside, and MOUZ really want this kill. They're putting a lot of stake in it, but Blitz is up for the job, won't give it up. Brolin stopping one, but the bomb makes it into Hell. This is all over the place. Can Blitz pull back to join his team on this top hit? He's really keeping risks in this round, but Seems like MOUZ have that plant.
Oh, this is so awkward for Spinks. He knows that Blitz is giving chase. He's still trying to close the distance on the Heaven players. But Spinks is now in a real rough position, and Blitz will ice him out. Just Torshi left, 1 versus 3. And they know where he is. No win in this one for Torshi. It's the MOUZ running away with the pistol round.
Whatever Kevlar Blitz has, I want some of it. He just survived every single shot. Took the main fight, took the B fight twice, came back up, and found Spinks. Oh my god, that's filthy for Torshi. Yeah. Make that AWP money, I guess.
He also has like 3 kills in this game. He's just been in the sidecar.
Just taps out too. They're all dead, Torshi, don't worry. They're all dead, bro. He's checking everything.
Still, okay, you know, this... For the MOUZ, this is like a perfect storm for them to try and turn around this series, right? If they were ever going to do it, you felt like it's got to be now. They've won both pistol rounds in this map. They had that important breakthrough low econ round into the double, you know, 9-10 1 rounds in the end of their CT side. Now they've picked up their second pistol to start their T side off strong. You know, usually winning those pistol rounds is such a serious leg up. That's enough to push you over the line. They've been looking better in the swing round moments as well.
I like this on the scout contact. The MP9s can push, but they don't want to dedicate 3 forever. They let the SMG go. No way he's going to live. Yeah, Fama certainly won't. Scout does get a tag. A lot of damage done. Spinks, don't do it again. He did it on Mirage, finding this force buy with an MP9. Brolin's also in lobby, and they just go in, waltz in like there's nobody home. Mizzino trading out. Has control of that bomb yet again, but Spinks wants blood. Spinks wants to finish what he started. Mizzino disengages.
Yeah, he has to slow right down, and that's because, you know, look where Blitz is. Like, he has a very powerful position so long as that bomb is still alive. And Blitz is too far away to make the return journey. Spinks. Oh, the MP9 not his friend there. And a key pickup for Mizzino, but still, the round just beginning. Torshi locks him out of the clutch. Would have needed the ace 1v2 clutch for Mizzino. And too low on health from that earlier skirmish with Spinks. That is a huge pickup for MOUZ.
Oh, that's the first? MP9s are just absolutely busted, man. Barely a chance for the MOUZ as they get run down. Still looked a little confused by the lobby control. Like, after Spinks backs up, they just think it's over. Techno just walks into lobby, and Brolin's already pushed Hut as well. MOUZ surprisingly surprised.
It's a really nice way as well for MOUZ to remove the impact of the MOUZ winning both pistols in this game. They are now in a very, very strong position. For the MOUZ, it's a matter of trying to break through with a force of your own. They do the double outside smokes. Blitz intends to play with these. Been left out in the yard a hell of a lot. But that fight is not the one you want to be on with the Tech 9. Still, a lot of bodies spotted from the captain of the MOUZ, so he calls the speed up on this A play. They get past the first man, but the reinforcements coming through. Oh, Jimmy, what have you done, Jimmy? What have you done, Jimmy? Don't have this cost you everything. Spinks and Torshi still back here in main. You'd like to think that's a safe bet. And Spinks shows that it is.
He is the rock of this series. There's no doubt about it. Whenever MOUZ are in a bit of trouble, whenever they're in a sticky situation, an important round, Spinks comes through with a multi-kill. It was a roster move that just felt like a hot swap, right? A crazy removal of their in-game leader. Brolin taking up a mantle. And Spinks just wanted a new team. Did not think it would elevate the level of MOUZ to such a degree, but he has brought the firepower to this roster of young, hungry players. And he is still playing excellent. I mean, we know it's a move that's benefited both teams. Vitality have gotten better since Spinks left. MOUZ have gotten better since Spinks joined. Everybody's happy. And I think Spinks is too. Looking sharp as hell in this series to get MOUZ into those semi-finals.
It also kind of showcases, you know, how the whole MOUZ project has evolved and adapted over time. All their other moves have always come with like an element of risk-taking, whether that was the original promotion of the NXT squad to, you know, bringing in and taking the chance on Brolin in the first instance. Spinks is the first one where you look at it and you go, yeah, undoubtedly this guy is going to bring a lot to the table. Experienced player, been at the top level, you know his output. Just these pistols for the Mongols, so should be a clean round here for MOUZ. A chance to make some money. You want to keep 5 alive if you can.
Oh, that's lovely. Great control. 5 up. And again, Mongols. Question asked if they can hang here with MOUZ as we enter a very difficult point in the game. 9-7 down, T-side nuke. A map against you. No AWP on 9-10, who was the savior of that CT side. Do Mongols have it in them?
Let's see how their yard control fares. They don't have the usual crisscross smokes down, so sightlines are open for now. The only angle obscured being main. They instead like to throw in the hell smoke over here towards CT, but that won't disrupt Torshi, who's playing up on AC. Exertion deals with 9-10 on the cross and even goes back in for more. There's that Torshi AWP. Mentioned earlier, firing off from the heavens. And this is rough. The round lived or died on the success of these yard fights. And nothing comes through there for the Mongols. It's just Senzu cowering in a corner. And, you know, having that as your first yard take, you know, your first gun round yard take is an interesting one. It's not like you have had a bunch of rounds to kind of condition your opponent to come to grips with how they're playing the yard. Likely weren't even 100% sure whether or not that AWP would have been making an appearance. And so, interesting to have done the main and hell smoke as the combo to try and break through. And the whole round hinged upon finding success in those engagements. MOUZ was set up for the yard play for exactly that. You can imagine if you're Exertion here, you're licking your lips. The moment you see those smokes haven't come down, when Torshi's telling you they've smoked hell, you know you're in the position to win the round.
Counter-terrorists win.
Not a lot to work with here at all. Late smokes, fake smokes, as the Mongols look to pop through door. Brolin, oh my god, yeah, that was a bit of a jump of the gun. Still gets a kill for it. Outhut as well through the main smoke. They've found a rifle. They found themselves a chance. Double heaven pushed back by the Molotov. That smoke doesn't exactly do you favors unless MOUZ wanted to run straight through. Now they've extended the amount of time the Mongols have control. Bit of an issue here. MOUZ have to reroute main. Player in the vent. Mongols in great positions. This might be a half-buy upset. They've got a clear blitz with this flash.
It's a mighty great flash from Torshi.
You're joking.
And now Senzu thrown into a world of pain. Exertion flies through the vent, teed up beautifully by his AWPer.
That's a sickening round to win for MOUZ. 3-on-3, locked out behind 2 smokes, a crossfire for the Mongols, but no flash, no chance.
Now, being the guy stuck in vent is meant to be the worst position to be in. This flash wasn't is perfect, but the awareness from Exertion, where that second fight was coming from, his one vulnerability, the one way that still comes up for the Mongols. He flicks on a dime, ready for the CT vent fight. And that one's over before Senzu even knows what's happening at the back of the site.
Yeah.
Hell of a recovery from MOUZ, and now they bring aggression of their own. Spinks getting stuck in early. Standard outside smokes to try and cross. Blitz looking to make it down. Spam to death. From bad to worse for the Mongols. And even now that the nades have been used up out in the yard, this isn't the end of the outside pressure. Look where Torshi is on that AWP, posted up over towards Secret. Torshi lies in wait. The Mongols.
Oh no! What's why?
What triggered him to do that?
Some miscom. They feel like no one made it. They broke the smoke twice, but there's always a gap. There is always a chance. That is not optimal.
Now they have lower, and the rotates are slow. Can't drop vent either because Torshi was the only guy with control, and you're worried they've taken it fast. So the rotates are going to be labored here for MOUZ. Jimmy's the first one on the scene. They're still worried as well because they know that Senzu's lurking on upper. There's a real onus on Jimmy having to do some heavy lifting here. Gonna catch 9-10 on the cross in. Peppers up Mouzinho as well. Knows that AWP is trapped in behind the silo, so it's only a matter of time. And Senzu on this lurk, well, it won't come to pass. It won't come to matter. Defuse being held. There isn't a kit on the man defusing. But Senzu never gives it a look in. And so MOUZ move on at 12. Mongols concede that one.
Don't think he would have won it anyway. So low. Two players holding single. If he swings, he dies. Rather have the AK. Yeah, we're with Torshi, like...
Yeah, but that can't underscore what was otherwise like a really well put together hold.
I think that
from MOUZ.
The only way that happens is if someone gives info like, I don't think they made it. I think that's fake smokes. You know, someone gives a think cool and you just knife out and you push and yeah, you know. Not ideal, but not an issue. We can forget about it. MOUZ win the round, 12-7. A clinical game. Mongols, again, showed some face in this series, but it feels like MOUZ have hit another level. They are throwing themselves into the fights.
Yeah, Torshi doesn't want to rely on anyone else's intuition anymore. He wants to take the fight straight up out in the yard. Zinio made it down, but Torshi is still just farming out here on the yard control. Techno, this is a great timing he's found to get past Spinks. And that has opened up a back door for the Mongols here, right as they lost Mouzinho in lower. That kill couldn't have come at a better time. That's from bottom of the board, Techno 4K. Give the Mongols a chance. 2 versus 3. Odds still against them, but as 9-10 goes back into the lobby, he's leveled the playing field with that kill. Learns about a second player in the lobby as well, and they know that Torshi was out in the yard. Set up in a good crossfire to deal with the main swing. Jimmy getting whittled down back in the door, but Torshi's kill now propels MOUZ in for this, and they will stick the landing.
Yeah, they got it.
MOUZ move into the semi-finals, dominating the Mongols 2-0. Starting on Mirage, a fire lit beneath them, and by the time Nuke rolls around, the whole team is hitting in full force. Most excitingly, it's Spinks showcasing a fantastic series. A point to prove as these playoffs roll out ahead of MOUZ now, and if Spinks can keep up this form, damn, we might